Up in the mountains just south of Pikes Peak shooting today because it's a nice Sunday afternoon. And I thought I'd do a couple videos of just a couple of guns, a little more non-traditional, I guess. I just got done shooting a Marlin 1894 rifle with in 357 Magnum that had a bunch of like tactical upgrades. And the other one I'm going to do, this is a Thompson Center Contender pistol that I've had threaded for a suppressor. So this, if you're not familiar with Thompson Center Contender and Encore products, they are single action, or they're a box lock, a single shot firearm. So kind of like a shotgun you may be more familiar with. It just breaks open, one shell goes in or one bullet, and then you seal it up, cock the hammer, pull the trigger, and fire. This is a 22 long rifle match barrel that's on this, and I'm going to be shooting through an SWR Spectre 2 suppressor and using standard velocity, CCI standard velocity ammunition, so we shouldn't be getting any breaking of the sound barrier. You may hear some cars go by here on the road. There's a road right here, and then you may hear some shooters off in the distance. There are some other shooting positions about a quarter of a mile off. What I'll do is I've got some soft targets set up down there and a little steel spinner, so I'll shoot at both of them, and you may be able to hear the difference in the target impact. So first I'll shoot a couple rounds at soft targets, and then I'll do a couple at the steel spinner. So that was shot into a wooden pallet. That was shot into the dirt. Now I'll put a couple into the steel spinner out there. Try to. That was a steel spinner. Another one in the steel spinner. That one was into a clay pigeon that was in the dirt. So, I think these make really good suppressor hosts. Anything with a manual action is going to be a little quieter than something that's semi-auto, because you don't get the bolt slapping back and forth and the gas is escaping from the ejection port. So a bolt action is going to be a little bit better, a little quieter. And of course, this thing, all the gases are getting forced out through the muzzle, so the baffles are doing their job, and the silencer slowing the gases, letting them expand before they pop out the end of the silencer. So this is a really fun one. It's just, it's not something that you see as a suppressor host all that often. It's just kind of a unique gun, but it's one that's a lot of fun. This particular gun is extremely precise. I can outshoot most of my rimfire rifles with this gun if I have a good rest. It's just an excellent little firearm. The trigger's very light. It's been tuned. And it's just a great gun. And I think that 22 match chamber on the barrel does it a lot of favors. It's very nice. I actually have this same gun in a rifle version, so the Contender with a 22 long rifle match barrel that's in a rifle form. And I can shoot this better than I can that one. So just a fun gun. This is a Marlin 1894CSBL. I've been wanting a 357 lever action rifle for a while, and I've really been eyeballing these, but I was torn because you can get two of these stainless steel Marlins. One of them has these nice laminate stocks with a non-threaded barrel. The other one has a factory threaded barrel with really crappy, like black painted wood stocks they're very unattractive. So I didn't really want to go either route with those and pay like the price that they want for those new. So I just didn't buy one. Then I ran across this one in a store, used. It was on consignment, and it already had a Midwest Industries m-lok rail, It had Ranger Point precision parts installed, the trigger, loading gate, the mag tube follower in there. And of course, this comes from the factory with the XS rail and front sight. The only thing, oh, and also had this whole optic cartridge quiver on the side of the front rail. So all I added to it was some loopholed rings, and right now I've got a Trijicon 1-4x24 AccuPoint scope on there. It's got the post with the green triangle reticle, and then I added a Magpul aluminum m-lok bipod mount and an m-lok rail up here to put this little cheap flashlight laser combo, just kind of for fun. I know some people like their lever actions to remain traditional, and this is a tacticool version of that. I like it, it's fun. So I figured I'd do a quick video, put a few rounds through it, and I've already shot it quite a bit, but just do a little video of it here. So if you've never shot a .357 Magnum or a pistol caliber through a carbine like this, it's actually really nice. The recoil is pretty light, and they're fairly accurate. It's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to go ahead and have this thing threaded for my Silencer Co. Octane 45 HD suppressor. There's plenty of space up here, I think, to machine those threads on without having to mess with shortening the mag tube. I might have to move this front sight back a little bit, but I think this would make a really neat suppressor host. And even if I do have it threaded, I'm going to be into this gun for less money than a new one, and it's got like $400 worth of upgraded parts on it, so this was a pretty good deal. Also, I've shot this with the open sights. It shoots excellently with the ghost ring rear sight and the post in the front. The scope is just kind of for fun, but I do think this is a pretty nice type of scope for this. It's just a 1-to-4 magnification. That reticle that's just the post with the green triangle, it's very quick to pick up. So, you know, you're on target very quickly. Trijicon has really nice clear glass, and it's just got a good sight picture. So this is actually a pretty nice little setup for a rifle like this. But the scope is definitely not necessary, I don't think, for the type of shooting you'll be doing with this gun. A red dot, a much smaller, lighter red dot sight would be nice. I just kind of like stuff that doesn't need batteries. This thing doesn't need batteries. It collects light via the fiber optics here. And I believe the green triangle also has a tritium insert, which of course will die every time.